guys, I'm here and back with another video. Consistency is the key term. We're going to keep on bringing on good videos for you guys to actually gain knowledge in the financial field. But this time, we're going on a topic of cryptocurrencies. And I know that we've been talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum in previous videos, but now it's about the market updates for this particular crypto. Okay, now I'm here with Chuba, one of our team traders. And I'm sure you guys heard of him in my past couple videos, but we're here to give you the new market updates from now. So guys, before we start, I want you guys to like, comment and subscribe and show some support in the comment section. And if you've got any sort of inquiries that you may have or a topic that you want us to cover, you know exactly what to do. Just drop it in the comment section. Chuba, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, Cal. It's good to be back with consistency. And as always, we have a very interesting topic that we're going to discuss today. Like you said earlier on, we are going to be touching base on cryptocurrencies, but mainly Bitcoin, which has been making a lot of news this week due to what's been happening in the market. Now, Bitcoin this week had a flash crash whereby the price of Bitcoin dropped drastically, and a lot of people panicked a little bit, thinking that it was going to crash even further, but there was no reason to panic because it was actually just the big players, institutional players, that were basically taking profit. This happens all the time when you're trading in a very new market that's still developing. So you would have very volatile moves because of the large players taking money out of the market, or large players placing bets in the market.
Yeah. And to hear that in late July, Bitcoin actually dropped below $30,000, and there was a lot of guys trying to invest in Bitcoin thinking, oh, did I make the right move actually holding on to this? You got to remember, it's a long-term trade. This is not something that you're here for today and out tomorrow. This is something that you need to hold your positions on and, of course, make your adjustments accordingly. Now, we always have to understand that, of course, whenever there's a solid dip in the markets, as long as it's a bullish trend, there's potential for growth. Now, there's talks and actually hitting the previous highs of $65,000. Now, noting that in the same week that El Salvador officially introduced Bitcoin as their form of legal tender, there was two other countries involved in looking to accept it as the cryptocurrency. So I know one of them is Ukraine, which passed their draft law, which is so important to actually legalize cryptocurrency in the actual country, which is amazing. Now, a few countries are slowly accepting it, and this could be something positive for Bitcoin. But straight away off the bat of things, if El Salvador has done their move of making it official and Ukraine is taking it straight after, there's potential for more countries to get involved. There's been talks of maybe a few South American countries that really want to get involved as well to continue the run that's happening right now. And it's just something that we can take into consideration when looking at buy positions. Chuba, what's your take on that one about making it legalized, or shall we say the legal tender?
It's very interesting because, at first people were denying that, Bitcoin can become a legal tender. They were denying that cryptocurrencies can become a legal tender. There's real world application. But we're now seeing more and more of more countries applying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as legal tenders. Actually, there was a survey that was done a few days back in the USA, where young adults strongly support the idea of making Bitcoin a legal tender in the United States at 44%, while baby boomers, obviously the older generation, think it's a bad idea at 43%. Now, the thing about cryptocurrencies I've noticed, and obviously other people have noticed this as well, is that it's the younger generation, our generation, who are more open to cryptocurrencies, being legal tenders, while you have the older generation who are not too sure about cryptocurrencies. And I think the reason why they're not too sure about it is because of their understanding of what cryptocurrencies are and how it works.
Yeah, it hasn't really hit that mass market where everyone's actually involved. And of course, with the exposure with marketing, especially with projects such as SafeMoon, where they were putting it as offline marketing in New York and a few other countries around the world as well, which was actually helping the marketing for crypto, such as Bitcoin and a few other crypto. So now we need to take into consideration, as well as looking at the technical side of things, the fundamental analysis is so important. You can knock away all your technical work if the fundamental goes against you. And this is why I always say, look, we can look at the candlestick behaviors, we can look at pullbacks, Fibonacci levels, and so forth, but it's very important to actually keep up to date with market updates. Now, I can show you a bit of technical side. I mean, like looking at the Bitcoin world, we've got, okay, on the time frame, let's look at the daily charts quickly. Bear with me 1 second. As you can see here on the charts, we've had a bullish run since the 20th of July, which is positive. It's been doing really well. A solid pullback. The strongest pullback that we had since the 20th of July. It went all the way down to the current value of $45,621. So just to consider this, now this is the largest pullback since then. So whenever you do see a pullback on a bullish run, this could be signs of a great bullish run that could actually create an impulsive move. So if we follow through and this decides to do the turn that we're expecting, remember, we need a bullish confirmation before entering. I wouldn't necessarily get in now and buy, but one thing you should do is wait for a few green candles to appear, probably on the 4-hour chart or the hourly, before looking at getting involved. Okay, now if it does do, we've got strong resistance levels right at 59,200, and we've got another one, the infamous one at 65,000. So that could be another opportunity for you guys to look into. This could be one of the great pullbacks you can actually take full advantage of. Now, Chuba, I know sometimes with bullish runs, whenever there's solid pullbacks, it normally reverses the other way and continues this direction, but sometimes it can go against you. And this is why you need to be careful to understand whether it's a pivot point or if it's an actual solid support level. Don't you think, bro?
Exactly. Yeah, I do agree with what you're saying, indeed. Right there, that support level at 44,000 right there, that is a significant support. You could consider entering the market, but then again, you just have to wait for that confirmation. And you should also keep in mind that you could have a further pullback all the way down to about 40,000 or even 32,000. These are just support areas. Like I said in our previous video, if you watched the video on support and resistance, areas of support are excellent places to enter into the market to buy.
Let me draw it out for them so they can see exactly what you meant. So one is here that you mentioned around the 40 mark. And you mentioned another one around the 30 mark. Okay, so I'm going to quickly draw this one out for you guys. There we go. So Chuba's support levels that he recommends, well, he believes is a solid one is, of course, one at 40 and one at 30. These are really solid ones. I can see why he went for this one. I think there's a very strong support level at the 40 mark. Reason being is because it's been the previous highs as well. So it's been tested as a resistance level. So when that does do that, it gets into an area of confluence. So this is something that we should look into to actually potentially look at buying opportunities. So guys, before you get involved, just always remember, just take it with a pinch of salt. Do not just go ahead and say, look, this is what they're saying, I'm just going to go in with it. Do your own analysis and go for it at your own risk with your own balance and risk management.
You can always watch videos online, but the most important thing is for you to do your own analysis. And the starting point of doing your own analysis is knowing what exactly you're doing. And this is the reason why we do these videos for you guys, so that you guys can get educated and you can make your own decisions when it comes to trading.
Yeah. And you always have to understand, like, with the CEO and founder of Binance, literally listing that in order for solid stability in the crypto field, it should look to reach around the 100 trillion mark. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but stability is key for us to actually take full advantage of the markets. Right now, there's a lot of risk, but it is a lot more, let's say, more volatile right now. But with Bitcoin and and like Ethereum or a few other ones that are solid and have a large market cap, those ones are more reliable to trade on. So I wouldn't necessarily do technical analysis on something like SafeMoon, SafeMars, or the smaller meme coins, shall we say, or shit coins, as they probably say as well. So it's always good to actually focus on doing your analysis on the larger coins, because I feel like they have more data to actually go by and do analysis accordingly to. So some of these coins probably came out like weeks ago and they don't have enough data for you to do your own technical analysis and base it off historical data. So it's very important for you guys to take into consideration trading with cryptos with larger market caps and of course larger history to trade with. So
yeah, definitely agree with that one. It's the only way you can make reliable analysis or predictions when you have coins that have, you know, a history and you can see how they've traded over the year or over the ideally you want a coin that's been trading for a couple of years, because you can do your analysis going back a couple of years. Some coins that have been trading for a couple of months, yes, you can do your analysis, but it won't be as reliable as coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum that have been trading some years and they have some kind of historical data that you can do your analysis on.
Of course. Yeah, so Tuba, thanks so much for your support on this video. It's amazing for them to actually hear your viewpoint as well as mine. But we're going to round up this video and we're going to be back with another video for them with consistency. And I want them to actually do what we say, which is like, comment, and subscribe and show some nice support. We appreciate everyone that supported us so far on the channel, and it's much love, I tell you that for free. But as for now, we got to leave. Tuba, one love, and everyone.
One love. Yeah.
One love.